If everything you learn in life could be learned in kindergarten, then what exactly do you learn in preschool?
Well, we're going to find out. In my latest Working For You, I went back to pre-K to learn the basics of the job. What do you like most about preschool?
Play.
You like playing?
I like to play. It is so fun.
Welcome to Mrs. Moore's preschool classroom. 3 days a week, this group of 4-year-olds meets at Blessed Sacrament Catholic School.
They can learn so much more than people think they can. They're just incredible.
The key to keeping these kids engaged is through the art of disguise. What looks like play is secretly introducing them to early childhood standards.
They don't even know they're doing STEM activities, and they're loving it and enjoying it. Every time we make it different, we need to try it and see if it's going to work, see if our car stays on the track and follows it.
And believe it or not, the toughest part of this job isn't teaching toddlers.
The hardest part of my job is explaining to parents. It is because, like you said, most people think it's still play.
But every single minute of every day is filled with learning activities.
We're ordering, that's a standard, putting things in order, and we're tracking, making sure that we're going in the right direction as we're beginning to read, and we're recognizing letters.
Those assessments can track each student's growth from the beginning of the year.
We collect a lot of different work.
That's awesome.
And math skills, we collect sorting and classification, and that gets harder.
Mrs. Moore says ultimately, it's about getting her students ready for kindergarten.
I try to make it as fun as I can. Learning style, fun, learning, put it all in one big ball. That way they're excited to go to kindergarten.
Working For You in Quincy, Rachel Pearson, KHQA News.
So
a familiar face there, huh?
What did you learn?
Well, I learned that there's a lot that goes into early childhood development. You know, you have to have a 4-year degree. There are state standards. There's at least, there's a very specific type of person to teach 3- and 4-year-olds.
Absolutely. You mentioned familiar face. My daughter was in the class.
Yes.
So you don't have children, but you babysit and everything.
Sure.
I shouldn't say you don't like children, but you know what I mean.
I like kids.
What was the best part of this?
They were just so excited for everything that they were doing. It didn't matter if it was free time, choice time, obviously that's super fun, but even when they're doing the lessons, they were just super excited for every single activity.
And the worst part?
I don't know if there was one, except that maybe the furniture was a little small.
It is a little small.
Their chairs are very tiny.
Pull up a chair. Yeah, I've been in Mrs. Moore's class a handful of times, and it always amazes me how well behaved and structured and everything the class is.
They're very independent.
Very independent. And she said right off the bat, she's like, you'd be surprised at how quickly they learn and what they can retain. So
a special thank you to Mrs. Moore for letting me join her class.
Absolutely.